Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service at 2729 South Lakeridge Trail. I am out where we have a one-way clean out that is made of SDR. It's in like the middle of the driveway area. It is approximately halfway out to the street from the house. Okay, I will zero out my distance indicator, which is on the lower left-hand side of the screen. And right now we are looking at some standing water. We do know that this line does have a little bit of a leveling issue. We'll kind of come out of the water and there'll be some dry areas, some areas where we'll see that we're in water like we are now. We'll kind of come out of it. Luckily there's not much buildup of core. It doesn't seem to be very, very long. So not really that much of a problem. If we're cleaning this at any point, the cleaning process, running water, that does help with that slight belly issue. And we'll have a turn here at 22 feet. All right, coming up here, we do have our around 70, we'll call it 73, 74 feet. We have our connection from this line to, we'll call it the subdivision main. It's owned by the neighborhood, not by the city of Boulder. So we do have roots here, and you can see that I cut them out as effectively as I can with my 4-inch blade. I made a couple passes. And we do have this 90-degree turn here, which you can feel with the blades. Kind of gives me clarification as to what I was fighting. So I am actually able to get the cable to go into now what we call the subdivision main. I did locate the connection from the line that from the riser to that main, and then I also marked it in the street. I'll take a look at the pictures on the job. They'll be there just for information gathering purposes. The line connecting to the subdivision main does look to be in good shape. When the roots are cut out, there's nothing to worry about there. So we are now in the subdivision main, and we're going to keep going. I'm just going to show that there's a big ball of roots down here, right here. So I did locate this as well, and did mark that for information gathering. Once again, we are in a subdivision main that is larger than 4 inches. I'm not sure how big it is. So this root ball needs to get cut out. That way we're not having backups in the system. We could try to do it with the rotor-rooter, but a couple of things. One, we don't have clarification if we should be servicing the subdivision main, but also we might be going the opposite way when we hit that 90. In addition to that, if I do go the right way, we do have to use 4-inch blades, our maximum blade size that we can use because of our access point in this yard. So if we get here, the 4-inch blades, because the drain's bigger than 4 inches, it will cause it to not be as effective of a cleaning. So our homeowner has said, don't worry about it. We'll go ahead and just give this information to the powers that be. I did push my camera past this spot. This is the only root section that I see. So that's the only part that needs warranted for cleaning. The rest of this looks to be in good shape. However, I do get to a point around 110 feet, if I believe that's correct, where I'm hitting a slight offset and it's not allowing the camera to go farther. Not too big of a deal. It's not that big of an offset, but it is just restricting the camera. It also could restrict some sort of blade size too, if you're running using blades on a rotor-rooter to clean the subdivision main. Okay, yeah, it's around 115 feet. This is about as far as my cable has on it right now. So I was around this spot, which I did also locate this spot too. And this is approximately, I'd say 15 feet or so, give or take, from the manhole, which I did pop and take a look at before starting the job. I will go ahead and pop it again, make sure we're still good. There's no roots collected there in the manhole like it was on arrival. So if there's any other questions, refer to the invoice summary. There'll also be a text version of my audio verbal talking into the camera. If that did not answer your questions, feel free to give Garvin Sewer Service a call. My name is Caleb. Thank you for your time.